tower. In its wall, we will store knowledge, lest we make the same mistakes. Its peak will touch the sky, so we are not scattered and divided. Come, we will seek the finest resources of all corners, and work together to build this grand tower. Come, we will make this miracle grow through time. Dynasties rise, and the thrones fall. Only the tower stood witness, eternity to all. Come, we will continue to build this tower. Day after day, year after year, generations after generations. Come, we will build this tower. Its height that forever reaches for the heavens. Let's see who we have here. How intriguing. An outsider who once basked in the sunlight, but chose to descend into the depths of the caves. Allow me to ask, what did you seek in this place? Ah, you wish to know about your past, about where you were and what you had before you arrived here in this moment. Unfortunately, I don't have the answer to that. A complete blank slate is the perfect starting point for everything, don't you think? Who am I, you ask? My name is Cosmos. I oversee a place. See that tower, standing tall like a beacon to the heaven? Inside that tower lies a library that holds all the answers in the world. There you might find what you seek. You can see it. Good. You have beautiful eyes. Trust your eyes, and know that what you're seeing is not a mirage. Now, the tower is yours. Take this pendant. It's the key to the library. Keep it safe, and proceed in the direction of the tower. Your journey has just begun, while mine is coming to an end. Farewell, Outlander.
The person basking in the sunlight. All things have names, and all names have power. A name gives form to an object, and form fixes that object's spirit into place. What is your name?
We're almost there. You stay here for now. Others will be arriving soon.
Why are you bringing an outsider here, Zero? We haven't received any visit requests from our allies lately. Oh, if it's some lost traveler, just erase their memory and send them back to the nearest town. Those clothes don't belong to the people of Obed. How did someone like that end up here by accident?
Nana. This person is holding the director's keepsake.
I'm Nana. What's your name? Where did you get this? Cosmos gave you the Library of Babel, you say? Do you know what it means to hold this pendant?
Before Cosmos left, he mentioned that the one who holds this pendant is the prophesied seer, and that we must support that person unconditionally.
Let's put aside whether that prophecy is true or not. This person seems completely unaware of our world.
Seer can sense the existence of this tower.
That doesn't automatically make your guest one of us. There's no point in arguing now. Let's gather Seer's bio information and...
The beacon is awakening. It's been dormant for so many years. Why is it... The Library of Babel is opening.
Stay close to me. This place is dangerous. Come here, On. Indeed. You knew nothing about this place before you arrived. Relax. I'll ensure your safety until the beacon is deactivated. As long as you stay within my sight. I need to find my other comrades. Stay close to me. It's dangerous here. Shamash, where are Nona and the others? Let's hope they're not caught up in the unknown sector.
Stand back. Don't move. Judgment begins.
Fluttering wings.
Bow before the sun's brilliance!
Release your grip.
There you are. I've been waiting for you. For a long, long time. I am. This is the borderland the library has created for you, your sanctuary. and your connection to everything. You can come back to this place whenever you want, and through it, you can reach anywhere you desire. However, when you return to your story, you'll forget everything that happened here. Hold my hand. I have granted you full access within this realm. Now, I will send you away to where it all began. Farewell.
It's you, Seer. So, is this when we first met? Oh, how strange. You, in this era, have already gained the permissions. Who granted you the permissions? And when did that happen? I'd love to introduce myself, but I'll let the version of me who met you for the first time do it. As much as I'd like to catch up, the current situation doesn't allow it. Listen up and remember every word I'm about to say. Interesting. You're still inside the anomaly. You've arrived in a sector 24 hours ahead of your timeline. What you're seeing now is the future that's bound to happen. Interesting fellow. You have the permissions to access the Library of Babel. You are the Seer. Interesting fellow. Don't doubt yourself. You will become the director of Ereshan, and you must do. Here it comes. See that sphere? That's the menace destroying this realm. Soon, it will obliterate this place completely. But we still have a chance. This sphere is actually a machine that can be harnessed, and there is a command to stop it. Find Tasny, and he'll help you discover that command. Go find that command and reshape the doomed future. That's why you've come to this place. You're the only one who can save everyone. I understand that you're confused. You don't need to understand my words. Just remember them. Then, relay my exact words to my past self, who knows nothing about any of this. Farewell. Oh, I guess it's see you later.
Calm down. Take a deep breath. Great. You're finally awake. Don't worry. The beacon is dormant, and the anomaly is gone. You're safe now. Your sudden fall really startled us. Luckily, Zero caught you. I've looked you over, and everything seems okay. Do you feel any discomfort?
How much longer do you plan to stay in this state? If you can move your legs, stand up. On.
I know you must have so many questions, but first, tell us, what just happened to you? It's okay if you're still trying to wrap your head around it. We got caught up in this anomaly called the Library of Babel. Just tell us what you remember in the order it happened from your point of view. Then we'll try to answer your questions.
An, quiet down.
So you and Zero were attacked by an unknown giant within the anomaly, and you were thrown to a distant sector where you met Ereshan from the future. That explains how you ended up falling down from the top of the tower. Any clue about this, Zero?
No, but it doesn't matter now. I eliminated that giant, and it won't pose any further threat to us.
But we haven't figured out its true nature. That leaves me worried. If what you said is true, you'll soon know who she is.
Hey, I brought back what Cosmos asked me to get from the Philistine Sea. Can someone give me a hand with it? I mean, seriously, why do I have to salvage a chunk of copper sphere from the seabed? It's really weighing me down. Huh? Who do we have here? Oh. Did I come at a bad time? Why are you all looking at me like that?
I rarely engage in joint operations with others.
Execute.
What you just experienced is called an anomaly. The anomaly originates from that black monolith. We call them beacon. There are numerous beacons and anomalies in the world. That monolith is just one of them. The vision it creates is called the Library of Babel. To put it simply, When the beacon is activated, the space within the tower becomes infinite, and time itself materializes separately. This will result in the creation of a new Library of Babel that exists outside our timeline. So, theoretically, one can travel to the future within the Library of Babel. However, besides you, there is only one other person I know who has experienced it. Cosmos, the one who gave you the pendant. And the messages brought back by people like you are known as prophecies. We have constructed this tower to control and monitor the beacon and the Library of Babel for millennia. We call ourselves Emeon. As time has passed, the beacon has been activating less frequently. I never expected it to activate on your arrival.
So, my warm welcome is the shocking news that an outlander who knows nothing is now our new director? Your story is as intriguing as your name. It's fascinating that you traveled to the future in the Library of Babel and met another me in a future timeline. And according to my future self, you are destined to rescue us and prevent an evil conspiracy. Well... You're not welcome here. Leave. Now. Don't give me that look. I was just messing with you. But seriously, doesn't this all sound absurd? Some random outlander shows up out of nowhere claiming to be the seer, and now we're dealing with a piece of scrap metal that's supposed to turn into a bomb and destroy everything. Do you really believe that this copper sphere, lying on a seabed for who knows how long, can still be activated?
What exactly is this thing?
I don't know. All Cosmos said was it's the remnants of an anomaly from Memphis. He said nothing on how it ended up buried in the Philistine Sea. Interestingly, though, I was attacked by the Nemesis while recovering it. That means our operation was compromised. And now, out of the blue, this unknown outlander breaks into our tower, claiming to be the rightful owner of this place. Doesn't it all seem a bit too convenient? And even if we put all that aside, that annoying old man was the one who asked me to get this sphere. Are you suggesting that our dear director wants to blow us all up?
Stop. This is a meaningless debate based on nothing but guesswork, and it should stop now. Zero, you and Ereshan take Seer to check the identification. Shamash and I will take care of this copper sphere. No more questions. Just do as I say.
The top of the tower. I need to collect your biometric data and cross-reference it with the World Population Database to verify your identity. Have you ever heard the legend of the tower that reached the heavens? It is a legend, and it is not. To be precise, it became just a legend one day. 57 years ago, Cyril launched its first satellite into space. That was the moment when mankind saw the whole world with their own eyes. The concept of heaven was shattered, and the tower built to reach it naturally lost its purpose. At that moment, it was reduced from reality to legend. If you were an ordinary person, you would not be able to see this tower. Because it's been forgotten by the collective subconscious of humanity, any ordinary person cannot recognize its existence. Which means, you must be one of us.
Haven't you realized it yet? You are now part of the legend. Welcome to the other end of the world. Seer. The beacon?
Are you all right? I see. The beacon has been activated again. And now we are in the Library of Babel. But do not worry. We are in the primordial sector, the border between the library and reality. Once the beacon is deactivated, we will return to reality, just like before. Yes, the library is divided into the primordial sector and the unknown sector. The primordial sector corresponds to a specific area, known as the prototype, within the tower in reality. The unknown sector was created by the library itself through the method of exhaustion. If you are not in the primordial sector when the beacon is deactivated, you will not be able to get back to the real world. She accidentally ended up in some other sector. Ereshan is no fool. She can take care of herself. Understood. Please stay by my side. I will protect you. Go scout the area ahead on. Its name is Ansu, but it is better not to call it that unless urgent. All beings have names, and names hold power. Calling something by its true name reveals its true nature. I think I just heard a noise from that bookshelf. The way these books are arranged seems to be hinting at something. I do not think so. I cannot decipher any valid information from it. Yes. It means, do not trust her. I do not know. Looks like someone tried to send us a message through these bookshelves. Do you have any thoughts? Who left these messages? And what were they trying to warn us about? We should let Ereshan know about this. She is more attuned to such things than I am. Perhaps she may have some insight. This is what happens to the lost ones. No need to feel sorry for them. They're merely byproducts that the library has not fully digested. Relax. The laws of physics in the library do not work the same as in reality. Let's keep moving. We have entered the unknown sector, a derivative sector created by the library itself through the method of exhaustion. Nothing. What is written here does not make any sense. Do you know why the earliest humans built this tower? Because they discovered that if they offered their words and knowledge to the library, it would generate new knowledge based on what they had given. By infinitely arranging and combining these words, all the history that has ever happened, the things that are happening now, and the prophecies that have yet to come, will be provided by the library. Just like a conjunction in mathematics, this string of digits contains all possible combinations of numbers. Similarly, the library contains all possible combinations of words. This library serves as a repository for the entirety of humanity's known and unknown knowledge. It holds every question ever asked by humanity, with all the possible answers to those questions. Here, you will find everything, but nothing you seek. You will be lost in an endless sea of information. If we go any deeper, we may end up on the path of no return. We have to get back to the primordial sector. Look for bookshelves that are arranged in an orderly way. Remember, follow the passage with the most orderly arranged bookshelves, and you will find a way out. That is not the way. Choose your path carefully. Onto. End it all! That marking. It must be Ares' doing. These traces are new. Causing widespread damage, behaving impulsively, and showing a blatant disregard for the consequences. Quite the way for her to behave. If we continue to follow these traces, we will find her in no time, barring any unforeseen circumstances. This is the second time. You've noticed it too? Something feels off about that bookshelf. Irreversible. That is the direct translation. Irreversible? What is irreversible? The pendant. It's glowing.
Judgment.
It seems you have the ability to freeze the flow of time in a small area within the library. Perhaps this power can be of use. Sure. Well, doom is fated. That is what it said.
Looking pretty awful there, Zero. Are you in such a rush to seek my shelter?
No, not me. It is the seer who wants to meet you. And I am merely following orders given by seer. Rather than wasting time arguing with me, focus instead on the situation at hand, Eri.
Where did you learn these boring lines from? Did Cosmos teach you that? So annoying. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking.
Judgment.
Already calling that simpleton the seer, huh?
You are getting more vulgar. Is that a bad habit you picked up during your years outside? No one can control the activation of the beacon. What Sia said was true, and the prophecy is true. This is enough to prove Sia's identity. Or are you being stubborn for the sake of the impossible?
This attitude, caring about absolutely nothing. It's seriously disgusting. I wonder what it'll take to crack that icy expression of yours.
I do not understand why you are so fixated on something beyond your control. By the way, Eri, we ran into something unusual on our way here.
Is there anything in this place that isn't weird? Instead of getting sidetracked by irrelevant stuff, perhaps we should focus on what to do next. How long has it been?
Based on our subjective time flow, it has been 2 hours and 25 minutes.
That's surprisingly long. Didn't they say that its activation time has dropped to less than an hour over the past decade?
This time, and the last time, were unexpected.
So are we just going to stand here and do nothing? But we still have a chance. This sphere is actually a machine that can be harnessed, and there is a command to stop it. Find Tasny, and he'll help you discover that command. That reminds me. Looks like we don't have to stand around and wait after all. There's one more thing we haven't verified yet. Didn't you claim you can scan the library? And didn't you say that the future me asked you to find Tasny? Must I go through all the stories? Zero.
Tasny is the 372nd director of Emaon.
He was the mentor of that annoying Cosmos. After passing the director's position to Cosmos, he ventured onto the path of no return and got lost in the library. And that all happened 80 years ago. So, if we want to see him, we have to go back 80 years.
I will record these experiences. I will record these experiences.
Excuse me, is the Duchess here?
Enki? Enki? Where are you? Ninsar?
59 millimeters. 98 millimeters. 60 millimeters. Oh, it's all gone.
Ninsar, great, you're here. Where's Enki?
About 10 minutes and 36 seconds ago, he went to known sector B19 on modern floor.
Oh, I've said it so many times. When the library is opened, stay in your current original sector. Oh, why can't he just listen? Hold on. Sector B19. Isn't that the starting sector where the squad of no return was before they departed?
Yes.
Oh, what a troublemaker. This Tasny's child is just a carbon copy of him.
Judging by his speed and usual antics, he should be in sector A87 on the same floor. You're fast, Nana. If you go after him, there's still time.
All right, I get it.
Nana,
Huh?
can you bring me some pottery clay when you come back? And my chisel is broken. I need a new one.
Is that all you need?
Yeah, that's it.
This way leads to the starting sector for the squad of no return. Enki left his special markers here. Looks like that brat has already made up his mind to leave. Enki!
Fluttering wings.
"15 minutes have passed. Good. The biggest obstacle to my plan hasn't shown up yet." Once I cross the next sector, I can blend in with the squad of no return. And this time, I will...
You will what?
Whoa, Nana! How did you get here? No way! How did you pass the foolproof door? I prepared so many questions! Did you really answer them all correctly? Could it be you know how many grains of sand are on Earth's surface? Or calculate how many drops of water it would take to extinguish the sun? Or how long it would take a chocolate bar that doubles in mass every minute to fill the entire universe?
Of course not. I didn't answer those ridiculous questions. I just smashed the gate. By the way, you're not allowed to install any gates without permission.
I protest! Only the most despicable of brutes would resort to such a crude method to bypass the foolproof door! You're cheating! Cheating! How could you?
A stinky brat who doesn't follow the rules has no right to protest. How many times have I made it clear? You and Ninsar aren't allowed to venture onto the path of no return until you're grown-ups. If you continue to be so disobedient, I will kick you out of the tower for the rest of your life.
Please, Nana, don't. I'm sorry, my good Nana. And Hedwana, please don't banish me.
Ugh, stop calling my full name with that pitiful tone when you want something from me.
I'm not acting innocent. I mean it. I swear on the Library of Babel that I'll never secretly call Enhedwana an old, nasty, stupid woman behind your back.
Oh, chill out. Oh, for the sake of Tasny. For the sake of Tasny.
Waning Crescent! Moonset! Futile effort! Fluttering wings. Full.
All right. I won't banish you from the tower. But in return, behave yourself and go back to Ninsar.
You idiots! Idiots! Yeah, I mean it! You're such an idiot! Why did you tell Nana where I was? Why did you stop me? Didn't you promise not to tell her my whereabouts?
That was just your one-sided request. I don't remember agreeing to it.
I don't care! You're mean and stupid! Ninsar is a dummy. I'll never play with you again, and I'll never talk to you anymore. People who don't keep their promises are the worst.
Whatever.
Hey. Idiot. Idiot. Ninsar. Ninsar. Sister.
What's wrong?
My apology. Here, I fixed it for you. No, this won't do. It's too ordinary, too mundane. How could I create something so plain? Hold on a sec. Let me add the rifling and explosives to this chisel. Then it can help you blast through rocks and reach the working surface needed for the sculpture. Don't worry, I'll include a control system to ensure a precise blast range. Accurate to the millimeter. I know there are many parameters to consider, but I'll make it happen in just an hour.
No need. This one is good enough.
You're so mean.
I'll call this child Mer.
All right, not a bad name.
Well, Sally has been interrupting my work lately. Can you do something to make her quiet down?
Sally, huh? I'll make her a cradle, like a cat's cradle. When she's tucked in, she'll go to sleep peacefully. No, that'd be too boring. Let's see. I'll add some extra features. How about this? I'll make a special cradle that, when you place any creature inside, it won't need to eat, drink, defecate, or lose hair. Forever in peaceful sleep.
Alright, let's go with that.
But I don't have enough materials to make my genius idea come true. Hey, Ninsar, perhaps we could use your...
No way. Don't touch what I've fixed.
I just don't get it. Aren't you bored of restoring these ancient relics day in and day out? Even if you fix them, they're just lifeless objects that won't progress any further. So why don't you let me give them a makeover?
I don't understand either. Why do you have to make Nana angry? Why do you always want to go deep into the library? If you have questions, just ask me, and I'll give you the answers. You don't need to find your answer in the library. What are you exactly looking for in there?
I want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return. So how about stop acting all smart if you can't even answer such a simple question, sister? If I can go deeper into the library, maybe one day I'll meet our father and ask him that question myself.
You know that's not going to happen. He left 10 years ago. Even if we set out now, we'll never find the time sector he's in. Please, Enki, don't say anything like that again. Whether inside or outside the library, humans' short-sighted perspective will always prevent them from seeing the truth. Don't let the library consume you.
I've crossed off the librarians who went down the path of no return from the roster. Are you doing all right, Nana?
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the 2 kids Tasny left behind. They're the only ones who can make you look so grumpy.
I'd rather not talk about them. Let's just say they're giving me a headache. One of them is always curious about everything, while the other doesn't seem to care about anything. If only they could somehow balance each other out.
They did cause you a lot of trouble, it seems.
Dealing with Enki is simple. Just give him a good beating and he'll behave. Or at least pretend to. But Ninsar... well, you know. To her, everything is transparent. After all, she has known the answers to everything since birth. So naturally, she has no expectation for anything.
Well, they were born inside the library. Maybe it messed with their heads? Despite their extraordinary intelligence, they're still limited by their young bodies. So their desires come across as innocent and unfiltered. Tasny sure left you with 2 troublemakers.
Well, let's forget about it for now. What's causing me a bigger headache is our dwindling numbers. We're short-staffed.
Yeah, many of us have gone down the path of no return. The library's opening hours are getting shorter, and everyone's worried it might close permanently. Me too, Nana. I've applied to join the next squad of no return. You won't see me after the beacon is activated again.
What did you just say?
Hey, don't give me that look, Nana. The library is open only for too short of a time. So, if we want to keep exploring the unknown sector, there's no turning back. But what's the harm? We won't return until we reach the end of the library. That's where we'll all end up eventually. I've waited for this day for far too long, Nana. I hope you can give me your blessing before I embark on this journey. Let's think back to the past and think about how far we've come. The first explorers of the library didn't even know how to get back to reality. Thousands of Emians sacrificed their lives to find the difference between the primordial sector and the unknown sector. By studying the unknown sector, countless Emians suspected that the library is a comprehensive collection of all human texts, like a decoding machine. It was only when our predecessors discovered a room full of Elish meditations that had the exact same content but different punctuation that the hypothesis was confirmed. Based on clues, records, and legends, our predecessors started to realize that the library might contain things from different eras. The extension of the library's time, and only now we have glimpsed its vast expanse. Until recently, some of us suggested that there is no separate time dimension within the library, but rather, time itself is an extra dimension that has always existed. I'm genuinely curious about what else this library holds. Nana, I'm really curious. What is it exactly? Does it have an end? And why does it keep creating new content? There are so many unknowns ahead, and I must embark on this journey. How can I resist? Pray for me, Nana. If we meet again in the future, I'll be sure to have the final answers. And when that time comes, I'll share everything I've seen and heard with you.
I understand. May you return from the library.
Thank you, Enheduanna. Although, I prefer to meet you again on the path of no return.
Tasny, the director with the shortest tenure, with only 1 year in service. There is very little information about himself. Nevertheless, his inventions could fill an entire encyclopedia. For example, he invented a machine capable of automatically proving or disproving any propositions. He even created a model for the expansion and cooling of the early universe after the Big Bang. Legend has it that he embarked on the path of no return to create a new language that could bridge all communication gaps. Yes. Yes, indeed. Even among all the previous directors, Tasny stands out. The path of no return is a ritual passed down among us. It means a one-way journey, signifying that someone is determined to never come back until they reach the end of the library.
Yep. Basically, those folks were tired of life and decided to off themselves. Plain and simple.
Ari.
What? Is there something wrong with what I said? If you truly understand this place, you'll come to the same conclusion as I. Zero has explained it to you, right? The library is essentially a bizarre phenomenon that utilizes the method of exhaustion to an extreme. When the library opens, it contains not only all possible combinations of text, but also all possible timelines for each sector. Didn't you see it for yourself? Those infinite unknown sectors are the result of this exhaustive process. Imagine an infinite number of monkeys typing away, and eventually, one of them will type out everything that happened in your life. The question is, how do you find that specific monkey? It contains everything, and it contains nothing. Such is the Library of Babel. But in the past, people had superstitious belief that this library held a book of omniscience, a compilation and index of all books. Supposedly, finding that book would give you the key to all the answers. No. No. That's why it's just a superstition. Nowadays, few would go down that path for such nonsense.
Once you embark on the path, You must leave at the exact same time and the exact same place you entered before the closure. Missed, and you can no longer return. With the library opening for shorter durations, exploring the unknown regions will inevitably lead you to the path of no return.
You said you could scan the library, but it seems like you're clueless about what it really means. It means you're able to travel to any era you want and return to your current reality whenever you please. Do you understand why countless Emaons are so drawn to such superstition about the library? It's the unknown. The fear of the unknown leads them to see the library as a god, so much so that they're willing to sacrifice their ideals and their very lives for it. Your claim of being able to scan the library is, to us, blasphemy. If our endeavors, even at the cost of our lives, mean nothing more than a walk in the park to you, then your very presence will shake the core of our foundations. So, if you're truly the seer, how far back in the past and future can you see? Show me.
Ari, stop it.
Where are you going? I understand. Everything will go as you wish. See ya.
Report in, Zero.
It has been confirmed that the sector we were previously in was B80, and 3 years ago, the content of the books in this sector was changed to modern computer theory. For 100 years before that, this sector was exclusively dedicated to astrophysics. We have indeed traveled to the past.
How did you perceive it?
There were no signs, no warning. For me, it ended in the blink of an eye.
Me too. Hey, I'm talking to you. How did you manage to do that? Just like that? That doesn't make sense at all. Where did Cosmos find such a bizarre person? I should just stop calling you the Seer and start calling you the Almighty Time Machine. We've come this far already. Let's go find Tasny and the command to stop the spear. We can't be too prepared anyway. I'm curious what other miracles I'll witness on this trip. I hope you guys won't bore me to death.
Complete insight. Fluttering wings. This place looks impassable to me.
Huh? Why don't we just smash through it?
How are we supposed to find Tasny?
I mean, this place shows all the possible moments of every second, right? You think just finding the right time will lead us to the right person? A kid? What's a kid doing here in the library?
You are... So, you're the successors from the future. So, visitors from another sector, what are you seeking? I see. It seems you've undergone unbelievable adventures to finally get here. My name is Ninsar.
Don't you have anything to ask us?
No, I have nothing to ask you, Bloodline of Cosmos.
How do you know?
I just do. Everything in this ordered world is crystal clear to me. I know all the answers to any question, without any rhyme or reason. However... Come. The Seer, right? So, the future Cosmos did receive an interesting prophecy. I knew that a person who was so good at disguise wasn't as ordinary as he seemed. I can't see through you, but since you're favored by the Library of Babel, I'm willing to help you find the answers you seek. As a matter of fact, I'm searching for Tasny too. Tasny is my bloodline. Speaking of which, I do have a question that only you can answer. Have you seen a librarian named Enki on the list?
No. And your name is not on them either.
I see. Looks like neither Enki nor I have returned from the journey. Let's go. Time is ticking.
How are we supposed to find Tasny?
I know how to find him. Just follow my lead.
Is this what pain feels like?
Go away. Let's go down the stairs.
A dead end.
It's not a dead end. You know what to do. Bloodline of Cosmos.
Don't talk like you know me so well.
Fluttering wing.
Who's that Enki you mentioned earlier?
He's my younger brother. He ventured down the path of no return before I did. I went out to find him and bring him back. But now it looks like I failed.
It's okay. I'm still alive.
Let's move upward. The director's office is on the other side of this area. Let's head in that direction.
Why is this area blocked off?
This is the Foolproof Door. My name is Ninsar. Strange. Many paths.
Spread your wings, Ansu. Fluttering wings. Fluttering wings. Well done, An. You can come back now. Thanks for your guidance.
The Foolproof Door?
Yeah, the coded gate set up by my stupid brother. It'll open only when all its questions are answered.
Doc, here's your question. How many moons would fit inside one Kepler 452b?
Huh? Who in the world knows the answer to such a question?
249.
Correct. Next question.
Don't even bother. This gate has 5,000 questions in total. Going through all of them will take you days, even without any breaks.
Let's just blast it away.
No, it won't budge. It's stronger than you can ever imagine. Not even Mer can do anything about it. Enki left a back door so that someone could open it. The one who raised us. That's not important. Well, let's get back to the main hall, and I'll tell you what to do. See those messed up books? Enki did that on purpose. Just put them back on the center shelf in a specific order, clockwise, and that gate will open. That's the wrong order. Didn't I tell you already? Yeah, keep arranging books like this. The gate should be open now. Because the one Enki fears will calm down after... Looks like we'll have to deal with some problems before finding Tasny.
Fluttering wings.
Go check under the desk. There, you'll... Enki, stop right there! Mer, catch him!
Long time no see, Minsar.
You are such an...
Sis?
Idiot. I've been looking for you. Why did you go on the journey alone without telling me?
You! Hey, you! All right. My bad. Just don't do that. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Don't give me that look. Seriously, I mean it. I won't do it again. By the way, who are they? Why don't you introduce me to them? Hey there, guys! Are you Ninsar's friends? I can't believe my silly sis actually made friends. I'm Enki, her younger brother. That's obvious, right? Well, I mean, if that's not obvious to you, then your stupidity would go beyond the height of folly. Your outfits. Are you also Emaons? But I've never seen you in the tower before. Are you newbies who joined after I left? Wow! Then you must have heard about me from my stupid successor, Cosmos, right? Exactly! I am his mentor, the 372nd director of MAN, and the greatest genius this tower has ever known, beyond the reach of all. That is, I am... Enki Tasny!
This is your office, Director. According to the rules, I'm supposed to give you a brief introduction.
Skip the introduction. Just give me the key to the file cabinet behind the mural and the key to the safe in the hidden compartment in the floor. Oh, and the code to the gate in the hidden compartment behind the large bookshelf. Ah, forget it. I'll crack it myself.
How many times have you sneaked in before?
Besides the times you caught me? I don't remember, but who cares? This place is mine now. Got anything else to report? If not, just leave me alone.
This is the password for the Tower of Babel's core server, along with the key to the first original archive of historical documents. And here, the highest authority password for the CAVE Central Database. Are you even listening, Director? The CAVE leaders have been notified about the change in MAON's leadership, and they're planning a remote meeting this afternoon.
Put it off.
Huh?
Or, better yet, you can attend in my place. I didn't become the director just to listen to those blabbering idiots.
Enki. We are MAON, the mouthpieces of the gods. We are obliged to listen to the prayers of the travelers from all directions and solve their problems. This has been the teaching of the MAON since it was founded. You are now our director, our spokesperson. You must take your responsibility seriously. It's not something you can just say no to. Ninsar?
I'll go attend the meeting, Nana.
But...
It's fine. I'm a Tasny too.
Back from the meeting with that bunch of morons? Anything interesting? Well, forget about those idiots. I'm about to optimize the Foolproof Door to version 8.0. Come and see what other questions I can add here.
Nothing special happened this year. All the other beacons, except the black monolith at the Tower of Babel, have stayed quiet.
I knew it. Nana's just so stuck in her ways, to put it politely. She said she listens to the prayers of travelers from all directions when, in fact, she just wants to check for any anomaly and keep tabs on everyone around the world. Obviously, we all know that anomalies have occurred maybe once every decade, if that, over the past century. Seriously, they should just disband this so-called CAVE. When was the last time we heard anything about Nemesis? They've been gone for years. If you ask me, they're smarter for bailing early after seeing the writing on the wall.
But something interesting is going on between Polestar and Cyril.
What's so interesting about countries' politics? They can do whatever for all I care. It's always about famine, plague, and war. Same old boring stuff over and over again. Unoriginal and incredibly stupid.
They're having a contest about the same old boring stuff.
What kind of contest?
They're seeing who can break the speed limit of 7.9 kilometers per second first.
So, who will win?
Cyril.
How much longer till they do it?
24 years from now.
I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
Pick up your pace for what? Answer my question, Enki.
Or the Foolproof Door version 8.0, of course! Once it's done, no one will be able to disturb me anymore! This time, I'll add 1,000 questions so those dimwits won't be able to finish the game within their lifetime!
Why did you become the director of Emion, Enki?
Whoa, is the sun going out? Can't believe you're actually asking someone a question.
I know the answer, but I want to hear it straight from you.
Well, I guess I'll have to give you a serious answer, silly sis. Because the director possesses the highest authority, not bound by any rules. Nobody can stop me from doing what I'm about to do, not even you or Nana. When the beacon is activated next time, Ninsar, I'm going into the library, searching for its end. Finally, my journey will begin! Be happy for me, sis!
What's wrong, Ninsar? Why are you sitting here alone, looking so down? Stop it. Both you and Enki are so smart, yet so childish. It's moments like these when I realize you guys are still just kids. Remember, I've watched you both grow up. I can tell when something's up, even if you're trying to hide it.
Nana?
I'm here.
Nana. Menhidwana.
I'm here. Enki is about to leave, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Recent events seem to have made him anxious.
Nana, can we shoot down those artificial satellites made by Polestar and Cyril?
Well, if you asked me to destroy the moon, I'd be tempted to give it a shot. Unfortunately, we can't, Ninsar. We can't interfere with those processes. Just like we can't stop geocentric theory from being proposed and heliocentric theory from being discovered. We couldn't stop humanity from discovering that the Earth is round, or stop gravity from making that apple fall. Likewise, we can't prevent the discovery of the gravitational constant, or the launch of the first artificial satellite into the sky. Sooner or later, the rationality of this world will reach a point where it won't tolerate anomalies. Or us. At that time, we'll quietly step off the stage for the sake of our compatriots still living in the cave. No need to be sad about it. It's an inevitable process. An unstoppable tide. Sleep, Ninsar, my sweet girl. My poor, sweet girl. Sleep now. Sleep in peace. What are you doing, Enki?
Ninsar complained to me about Sally always bothering her, so I'm making a cradle. This will help Sally fall asleep.
Don't treat Sally like she's some annoying cat. And wait, you're turning Ninsar's clock into a cradle? Isn't that hers?
But Sally is an annoying cat. She's always following us around.
Oh, fine. Let's talk about something else. I just spoke with Ninsar, Enki. You shouldn't have made your sister so sad like that.
She wasn't sad at all, silly Nana. It was all an act. She doesn't get sad.
Fine. Whatever you say. Actually, I didn't come to talk about your sister either. You're well prepared, aren't you?
I am. Are you here to stop me, Enhudwana? Just so you know, even if it's you, I won't back down this time.
Of course not. When your father, Tasny, brought you back from the library, I had a feeling this day would come. You're pretty much like him, and even more like your mother.
Our mother?
Yeah, your mother. Your mom was even more daring than your dad. She gave birth to you while exploring the library, and after entrusting you to Tas, she continued her journey without hesitation. If it weren't for Tas's conscience, you might have ended up as nutrients for the library, I'm afraid.
That's a shame. Such a shame. Why would he go back for an independent life that only inherited half of his genetic information?
Your reaction is truly unusual. But yeah, that's what makes you their child. It's love, Enki. The answer is love. His love for you overcame his faith, and his desire to ensure your survival surpassed his longing for the path ahead.
I don't get what you're saying. Are you talking about the brain's release of phenylethylamine, oxytocin, or dopamine?
No, none of those. Remember this, Enki. No matter what, you and Ninsar are human beings. Only by understanding the vulnerability of being human can you appreciate the significance of strength. And only by knowing the brevity of life can you see the splendor of eternity. Once you understand what I'm talking about, you'll truly become an adult, instead of a kid driven purely by curiosity.
I don't like that look you are giving me, like I'm an idiot.
Well, you are. You know what? You've been calling others idiots this whole time, but you've never realized your own foolishness. Who's the real silly one here?
Hey! I'm not silly.
All right, you're not. I've seen your determination to explore the library. Now, all I can give you is my blessing for the adventure that lies ahead.
And Hidwana!
So, go, Enki. Good luck to you.
I am his mentor, the 372nd director of MAN, and the greatest genius this tower has ever known, beyond the reach of all. That is, I am... Enki Tasny!
Oh, I forgot to mention. My full name is Ninsar Tasny, and the director Tasny you mentioned is my younger brother. Because you didn't ask? I don't give out answers unless I'm asked.
Huh? What's up with all the silence? Why did everyone suddenly get so quiet?
No way! That old man's mentor is a brat. He's a brat.
Hey! Who do you think you're talking to? Cosmos respects me very much. Although he's a mediocrity, he's my apprentice. I can't just let your rude words slide.
She is Cosmo's granddaughter.
Oh, I get it. That makes sense now. It's pretty much like when I'm always calling Enhujuana an idiot. She's trying to show affection to me, right?
Who are you saying is trying to show affection to you? You brat— Zero! Don't cover me now!
Sorry about her misbehavior.
Looks like you're really getting along well. Just like us, right, Ninsar? But then again, who exactly are you guys?
Let me explain.
I see. So you've come from 80 years in the future. This is fascinating! I never expected someone could actually travel through different sectors within the library. I've gained new insights about this place. Can I touch you? Your skull looks normal. No hidden organs, or extra ears or eyes. How do you perceive the abnormal passage of time? Or maybe you don't actively perceive it. Seven cervical vertebrae, 12 thoracic vertebrae, and 24 ribs. Your bone structure is just like that of an ordinary human, so what makes you so special? I don't feel any implants or augmentations under your skin, and based on the echoes, your heart and lungs seem pretty normal too. Well, let's examine your lower back, tailbone, and pelvis.
Master Enki, please be gentle with our seer.
Well, then can I study this plump chicken on your shoulder? How fascinating! A bird that possesses human intelligence and can transform into pure energy! What exactly are you? Can you show me your ability? I mean, the ability to travel through different time sectors. Oh, forget it. Never mind. It feels like cheating if you can just go wherever you want. It's dull. I want to savor the novelty of this library fully. I'd rather take a long route than a shortcut. What are you talking about? Are you thinking I'm a fake or something? The truth verifier? The singularity explosion model? And the complete language? What the heck? I never made any of those.
Master Enki, the librarians gave them different names from what you originally called them. The truth verifier is actually The multi-button self-regulating rhythmic hypnotizer.
Ah, now I get it. That's a remarkable device. You throw a proposition at it, and it just keeps clattering away all night. Perfect for curing insomnia. But those idiots thought it was a waste to have it by my bedside, so they forced me to hand it over. But before I did, I gave it one final task. There are no propositions in the world that this machine can't prove. If they want to hear it clatter, they can listen to it all they want. So how's it going after 80 years? Is it still clattering away?
As you expected, the truth verifier still operates to this day, ceaselessly outputting the proof process. We simply cannot repurpose it.
I see. So, what about the singularity explosion model you mentioned?
That is actually your personal cookbook called Singularity Popcorn.
Oh, right! But I thought it was a complete failure. I was trying to calculate the exact space-time coordinates where the shockwave of a singularity explosion would decay just enough to turn corn kernels into popcorn. But the next singularity cycle would take too long for the recipe to come to fruition in my lifetime. So, I chucked that cookbook into the shredder. Wait, did they retrieve it?
Exactly. The librarians retrieved that invaluable book from the shredder.
Seriously, I just don't understand what those idiots are thinking. And what about this complete language? Which one of my genius creations did they misunderstand this time?
That is a brand new language you invented to eliminate all communication barriers between humans. Every word in it is as precise as math.
Oh, so you're calling it the complete language. Well, that's a way better name than what I had in mind. I was going to call it a vulgar language even fools can understand. Those idiots speaking different languages keep annoying me every day. So, to solve the problem once and for all, I dedicated myself to unifying all the swear words in and others into a single language. All I need to do is unleash a string of curses in that language, and anyone, anywhere in the world will perfectly understand what I mean. I'm busy, so stop bothering me and get lost! And the best part? It retains the emotional essence of the original obscenities!
Enki, they're here in this era because they need something from you.
Oh, right. You guys are here for that copper sphere, right? Got any specifics on it?
Yes, it is here.
Awesome! Let me take a look. Nope, never seen it before. I have no idea what it is.
I knew we shouldn't expect much from this cocky runt.
Oh, I see. So you not only admire your grandpa, but also have respect for me. Looks like your grandpa taught you well.
Admire? Respect? Taught me well? Who are you talking about, you little...
Please just ignore her, Master Enki.
It's all right. Do you recognize this, Ninsar?
You are the source of life. You fell from the heavens to the Memphis River. Your descent was meant for us and stirred ripples throughout the valley. At dawn, you rise in the sky. You exalt the day. You give nourishment to humanity, just as you give them life.
Spare us your mumbo-jumbo prayers.
I'm translating the text on this sphere. It's a hymn, an ancient ode from Memphis praising the sun. More specifically, it's a hymn written by the 18th monarch of Memphis, Akhenaton, in praise of Aten, the god of the sun. If I'm correct, this copper sphere you recovered from the Philistine Sea. It's the god of the sun for ancient Memphis.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I start to understand why it looks a bit like the star simulator I made earlier. I see. So basically, this stuff is a magnetically confined fusion reactor. Huh? Tokamak? What is that?
Just as we suspected, Eri.
I had a feeling it might be something like that, but I didn't think it would be an actual nuclear explosion. No wonder it obliterates everything. Why are you so surprised? Even the real sun is just a massive fusion reactor. Because of the beacons. The beacons, of course! They're all anomalies created by beacons. And there's more than one beacon in this world. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them happened to fall in ancient Memphis. It's not really a god. At least, not in the grand universal sense.
The idea of God originally came from ignorance. Ancient people did not understand the unknown and could not control it, hence they revered it as gods. It has nothing to do with rituals, worship, sacrifices, fear, obedience, or faith. It is just a collective term for things beyond human knowledge. And any phenomenon caused by these things beyond human knowledge is called an anomaly.
Any highly advanced technology might seem like magic at first. But once you unveil the mystery, you'll realize that it's just boring stuff. But come to think of it, for early humans, the sun was a celestial body that brought life to everything. For present humans, the sun is a star that constantly produces nuclear fusion inside. Worshipping the sun for humans is like worshipping farming and production. So, if one can harness the power of nuclear fusion, they essentially harness the sun itself. Even if we keep calling this copper sphere the god of the sun, it's not entirely wrong.
I think you're overcomplicating things. Let me simplify it for you. Imagine you throw a light bulb into an ant nest, and the ants start worshipping it as if it's a god or something. Now, imagine that copper sphere as something left on Earth by some powerful alien, then discovered by a bunch of monkeys who end up worshipping it like a god.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Anyway, if there's a command that can control the copper sphere, it probably wouldn't be in the language of Memphis, or any human language. It is obvious that this sphere was created by someone else. Let's call them gods for now. Naturally, those creators used the language of the gods, or a language completely alien to human understanding, to command their creations.
Interesting. Now that's interesting. A vulgar language even fools can understand. I mean, the complete language. I didn't complete it when I ventured down the path of no return. Now, if there's a language that commands gods, then I should definitely include it in the complete language. Even gods should be able to understand the complete language. While I continue my journey, I'll help you study the sphere and this so-called language of gods to figure out the command you're looking for.
How long do you think it will take, Master Enki?
3 years should be enough. Since you can travel through time, meet me in this sector 3 years from now. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what surprises you will bring.
That's it? Feels like nothing really happened at all. Like always. What did you do exactly? I'm getting more and more intrigued by you. Never mind. Report in, Zero.
Working on it. Something seems to have appeared on the desk.
Hey, fools! If you're actually reading this note, congrats! You've made it to the world 3 years later. Praise me, Master Enki, the great god of wisdom! I've sifted through all the documents I could find and translated everything about this copper ball into modern language. P.S. I was thinking of writing the conclusion of a vulgar language even fools can understand crossed out in the complete language, but Ninsar said you probably won't get it, so I gave up on the idea. Seems like the complete language is still too advanced for humans. Well, the stupidity of idiots never ceases to amaze me. I've stored most of the documents in the library, planning to show it off to you, but then I realize it's not worth showing off at all. Displaying knowledge that even morons can comprehend is just plain boring. And who knows if you'll even find that sector after 3 years, so I just tossed it somewhere along the way. Anyway, there are 5 documents in total. If you guys don't have anything better to do, look out for them. Let's get back on track. I'm holed up in the conference room because of some emergencies. I've hidden the access to the conference room in the Hall of Keys. Grab it first and then come find me. I left some markings on the path to the Hall of Keys, so keep your eyes peeled for them. What kind of markings, you ask? Well, the kind only a genius like me can create. Don't bother looking for me if you can't even recognize them. After all, communicating with a dimwit would just bring me down to their level.
If I catch that pesky brat, I'll give him a beating he won't forget. Why is this area in shambles? Is it abandoned?
Walk with the umbrella.
Complete insight.
Walk with the umbrella.
That must be the marking Master Enki left behind. Let's follow it. This must be the library Master Enki mentioned in his note. We should keep an eye out for the documents that Master Enki mentioned.
Walk with the umbrella.
Fluttering wing. Fall. We have made it to the Hall of Keys. The access mentioned by Master Enki must be here. All things have names. Names wield power, shaping their existence and binding their essence. What do you think?
Speaking of that, why isn't that annoying brat waiting for us where we agreed? Is he trying to hide from something?
I've lost my composure.
Fluttering wing. That's what pain feels like. Onto. End it all! The conference hall is just below. Let's keep moving.
Finally, we're almost to the conference room. Let's hope that runt has found the words to stop a 10 from blowing itself up, or I'll... Ugh.
Hey there, fools from 3 years ago! Since you've made it here, you must have found the instructions I left behind, right? Did you collect all 5 documents? Not bad. Even fools can gain wisdom through learning. Well, in any case, I gathered a lot of documents from the Memphian era and studied the light bulb thrown into the ant's nest. Huh? Aren't we talking about the copper sphere you showed me earlier? Aren't you looking for a way to turn it off? Well, I managed to decipher the language of its creator. It was a piece of cake, really. But honestly, when I found the answer, I was a bit disappointed. As I thought, those ancient people were just stupid. The language they revered as divine turned out to be so simple. Well, let me start from the beginning. Thousands of years ago, there was another beacon in Memphis, and it created an anomaly that enveloped the entire city of Akedaton, turning it into perpetual night. The only source of light at Akedaton was a metallic sphere that emanated light and heat non-stop, just like the sun. Amenhotep, the 18th monarch of Memphis, honored it as the god of the sun. He named it Aten, and changed his own name to Akedaton, which means the soul of Aten. The so-called language of the gods recorded in the ancient Memphis documents can be easily understood by any math professor in our time, and even more so in your time. If you've been to school, you should understand its true nature. In the Memphian language, Aten is referred to Aten, where A stands for 0 and Ten stands for 1. In their literature, all prayers related to Aten consist of only these 2 syllables. Seriously, it's getting tiresome explaining something as simple as a language with 2 elements. What's it called again? Precisely. The language of the god? It's binary! It's funny how millions of people worship the god of the sun, trying to please it with their prayers. But in reality, the god was waiting for them to give it commands. It responded not because it was happy, but because they happened to stumble upon the correct code. I've delved into your era over the past 3 years, of course, mostly with information provided by Ninsar. It makes me laugh whenever I think about Akhenaten's capital city. It must have been like a keyboard, with each prayer being a key. Countless people spent decades typing away, finally stumbling upon a few valid commands, which they carefully transcribed and preserved as oracles. They could have commanded the sun to rise, yet they knelt to pray to it. Is there anything more stupid than that? And to think that the prayers from thousands of years ago eventually became the cornerstone of human civilization! That's the greatest joke ever! Tragically, Pharaoh Akedaton accidentally stumbled upon the last command, which turned out to be the self-destruction command for that copper sphere. So, yeah. Akedaton got completely wiped out by the god's anger. That's the whole story of Akedaton and Aten. I thought it'd take me 3 years to uncover the secrets of this language of the gods. Turns out, it only took me 3 days. No, at most 3 hours. About that, well, you know. Let's not dwell on that for now.
Don't try to change the subject, you little brat!
Speaking of which, Master Enki, where's Lady Ninsar?
Oh, right! Since I've given you so much information, it's time for a little favor in return. You've gotta help me before I tell you the divine command to stop the sphere. Fair deal, right? That's the attitude. Actually, not long after we parted ways with you, I had an argument with Ninsar, and that's why I'm hiding out here. She's probably furious with me right now.
What did you do?
Well, I didn't really do anything. Here's the deal. Ninsar has a grubby cat. So, I made a cat's cradle to keep it from bothering Ninsar ever again. Once you place the cat inside, it won't need to eat, drink, or defecate, and it won't shed hair. It'll just sleep peacefully all the time. Why are you talking such nonsense too? It's a cradle! A cradle! Just a regular old cradle to make the cat sleep peacefully.
And what happened then, Master Enki?
Making a questionable device wouldn't make your sister that mad, right?
Well, the thing is, I made that cradle using a clock she had restored. Come on, it's not that big a deal, right? Why would she be so angry?
Master Enki, with all due respect, you really brought this upon yourself.
Is it really that bad? Hey, you! Is it seriously that bad? Ugh! She was furious when she found out. She even tried to stuff me in that cradle. I managed to run away and ended up completely separated from her. Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time. Do you know the answer to the Librarian in SAR?
I believe I've answered that question many times.
I keep asking this because not even you know the answer.
You're being mean.
want to know why our father embarked on the path of no return. I guess I'll have to pick up my pace.
Pick up your pace for what? So, you're the successors from the future. So, visitors from another sector, what are you seeking?
Anyway, please help me out. I have no clue how to calm her down this time. Whoa! Why is it coming again?
Ari,
I've got this! Hey, pesky brat! How am I supposed to make this monster stop?
Attack the clockwork behind it! That powers the entire mechanism!
Wait, we can make good use of this large gear.
Fluttering wings. No contact allowed.
full. Complete insight. Full. Onto. End it all. Fluttering wings. Full. Don't get any closer, Are. Something is off about that clock.
I don't need you reminding me, okay? So your cat's cradle here is equipped with a star annihilator?
Technically, it's a plasma ray emitter for cleaning purposes.
Judgment.
Complete insight. Onto. End it all.
Need an umbrella?
How ridiculous! Who in their right mind would add so many weapons to this so-called cat's cradle?
No! Why did you smash my cat's cradle? It's a gift I made for Ninsar. But why did you... this invention took me so much time, and you just... Huh? Oh, that's a great name! Well, the point is, such an awesome name will never get used. I'm sorry for tampering with your clock. I'm really sorry. Just don't be mad at me, sis.
Never mind.
How about I make another one for you?
Haven't you learned your lesson yet?
Alright, just forget what I said. Well, thanks for helping me find Ninsar. But then again, you didn't really help me at all. Feels like it's not a good deal for me.
Cut the crap, you little brat! If it wasn't for me, you would have been stuffed into the coffin by that intelligent weapon you made. Just hand over the command to stop that copper sphere from blowing itself up.
Master Enki. Keeping promises is a virtue.
I see. It seems my silly brother bragged to you about something he hasn't actually figured out. It's true that he figured out the grammar of the language of the gods without too much effort. But knowing the grammar and knowing the specific words are two different things. For the past 3 years, Enki has been trying relentlessly to decipher the command to stop Aten from self-destructing. Unfortunately, there are very few examples left in the ancient Memphis text, and he didn't have enough material for semantic and logical analysis. That's why the progress has been slow.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened! There should be a complete list of Aten's commands in this library. No, I mean, there has to be. But heck, how am I supposed to find that list in this mountain of books? Finding a particular leaf in a forest might be easier. Or maybe just give me more samples of Aten's commands. If you want me to find the answer, you should at least tell me the full riddle, right? But what's left from the era of Memphis is either mutilated or too vague. In short, I don't know how to stop Aten from blowing itself up.
However, I do have some information. Besides destroying a Kedaton, the copper sphere has shown up twice in history. One of them was 2,000 years ago.
2,000 years ago. Back then, Obed was under the rule of the 5th Emperor of the Arsacid Empire.
Exactly. Actually, Aten was taken by Emeon at that time, before it got lost for some unknown reason. 2,000 years ago, that was the last time Aten shone in history. Perhaps you should go back and ask the people of that era. Maybe they can give you more valuable information. You're welcome.
By the way, since you seem to have a deep understanding of antiquities, Master Ninsar, do you know anything about this?
This belongs to Darius. Looks like you got caught up in some unexpected incidents before arriving here.
Oh, wait! Wait! I just remembered something. Eri, well, Cosmo's granddaughter. So, it was you from the future who asked Seer to come to me and get the command to stop Autumn, right?
Indeed. If what Seer said is true.
Oops. Now this is bad. Really bad. Haven't you realized it yet? I wouldn't have bothered investigating Autumn's divine words if it weren't for your arrival. You sparked my interest in this field. If I hadn't met you, how would I know anything about Autumn's divine words? Why would I have studied such a thing? Be careful. The prophecy may actualize itself. Well, that's all the help we can provide. Farewell, my unexpected friends. May we meet again in the future.
Aren't you sorry for letting them go?
What are you talking about? Why would I be sorry?
I'm talking about that seer. You actually want to study their inner workings, right? Can't believe you've actually held yourself back.
Hey, I don't. I already examined Seer, and based on biological characteristics alone, there's no doubt the Seer is as human as us. As for deeper differences, they can't be studied simply through dissection. I don't want to ruin such a precious specimen. Cosmos is truly amazing to have found such an intriguing toy. It surpasses my imagination. I'll shower him with praise next time I see him.
Yeah, I've been telling you for a while that your seemingly mediocre apprentice is anything but ordinary.
Are you leaving too?
You are Enki's apprentice. How interesting. I can't see your answer. Perhaps you'll reach greater heights than Enki in the future.
I'm flattered. Master Enki is a true genius, while I'm just an ordinary person who is lucky to have made it this far.
Not many admit their mediocrity.
I don't think mediocrity is a derogatory term. A genius is like a lone bird, rejecting everything and having no place to rest. While mediocrity is like a tortoise, knowing its limits and moving towards a single goal. Eventually, the tortoise reaches greater heights.
A mediocrity with sharp words. What a shame that Enki hasn't seen your true nature. You've hidden your brilliance well.
You have beautiful eyes. I believe they will reflect even more valuable things in the future. May your journey ahead be filled with endless surprises and magnificence.
But then again, do you think they'll eventually fall into a tragic loop just like Oedipus?
Yes, they will. Otherwise, they wouldn't have met us.
That's true. All we can do is wish them good luck.
Well, that's not something we should be worried about.
Yeah, you're right. But you know, it's not just Cosmos who's interesting. There's also that girl.
The girl who has found the Tome of Ages? What path will she choose? I'm curious, Enki.
Did you see the answer?
Yeah, I did. But I don't know the process, as always. I don't know why, but this time, I have a feeling that maybe the process is more important than the answer itself.
It's just they haven't realized it yet.
Should we warn them?
No, only the unknown brings anticipation. I don't want to spoil the fun.
Mischievous, aren't you?
Whatever you say. By the way, now that you've realized that the process is more important than the answer, don't come up with such a boring plan next time, silly sis. I haven't reached the end of my journey yet. I don't want to start preparing for an exit plan in the middle of a game and have to start over again. You're just too predictable. Even if you don't tell me the answer, I can figure it out.
Remember, I've watched you both grow up. I can tell when something's up, even if you're trying to hide it.
Enki, there's nothing waiting for us at the end of this journey. We won't reach the end, find any answers, or be able to turn back.
So what?
Don't go. No matter how hard we struggle, we are bound by our limited lifespan. As long as we are limited by our mortal bodies, we'll never reach the end. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't leave me behind.
What are you waiting for? Let's go! Can't you, for once, consider your true desire, silly sis? Out of everyone here, you're the one who wants to see the end the most, right? She wasn't sad at all, silly Nana. It was all an act. She doesn't get sad.
Yes. Let's go.
You are. No need to ask. As I told you before, when you depart, all memories of this realm will fade, including me. That girl is quite perceptive. So this time, I've blocked her presence. Don't divulge too much to her, and don't place too much trust in her at this moment. Even if everything is predetermined, I don't want any harm to befall you. Come, your journey awaits. Filled with challenges and perils. Fear not. I'll forever protect you. I know where you're headed. It's the origin of all casual ties. I've adjusted your coordinates. Now you're free to embark whenever you choose.
Fluttering wings. Ansu. End it all. Fluttering wings.
Wait! We can make good use of this large gear!
Fall.
Walk in the rain. Walk in the rain. Need an umbrella?
Ansu, end it all!
No contact allowed.
Is this what pain feels like?
Walk with the umbrella. Need an umbrella? Walk in the rain. Walk in the rain.
Bow before the sun's brilliance! Condemnation!
Ansu, end it all! Well done, An. You can come back now. Thanks for your guidance. The library is very important to me. Aside from it, I don't have anything else. I will record these experiences.